What up, Spelunkers? I have a new Steven Universe vlog, and it's brought to you by my own comic book I publish through Primal Paper Comics. Red Knight, issue 8 is out now. You can go find it and pick it up at the link below. Now, we're discussing the episode Cheeseburger Backpack, and that is the third episode in Steven Universe. Now, this episode essentially begins with Steven getting in the mail from Wacky Sacks Incorporated. I'm trying to think if that's vaguely dirty, but maybe not. A cheeseburger backpack, and he's very excited about it. So excited that he wants to bring it on a dangerous mission, which he begs the Crystal Gems to take him on. This is the first time in the series they've taken him to any place in, as far as I'm told. So this is his first mission. It's to save the Sea Spire, which is this beautiful, and the design of it is really beautiful. This temple, which we'll soon discover that the gem culture, gem society, had a number of these things all over the earth, apparently, and this one is in the middle of the ocean. It's beautiful, and it's falling apart. It hasn't. Nobody's touched it in 100 years, and it desperately needs to be saved, and the only way to save it is to bring this little statue, almost Indiana Jones style, and place it on a pedestal and connect with the moon, and I don't know, it's magic, so it saves it. So Steven begs for them to take him, and he pleads with him like, hey, you know, my backpack, I could carry it in the backpack. And so they go, okay. And he gets really excited and goes to his room, puts everything he can into it, including Mr. Queasy, which is the most hilarious doll I've ever seen, which is basically, it's a talking doll that's sick, and he's always about to throw up or something. He's got a bad stomach ache or diarrhea or whatever, and every time it talks, it's hilarious. So they go, and through a series of mishaps, he keeps pulling out things out of the cheeseburger backpack, which actually helps them out, until they get to the actual pedestal, and the moment comes where he needs to take the idol out of the backpack. He realizes he put so much stuff in there, he actually forgot his one job was to bring the idol. So it does crumble, and they're able to survive, but he is somewhat vindicated when one of the things he brought was a raft, and it pops up. The very last bit is very funny, where they start chanting Cheeseburger Backpack, and Garnet bluntly informs them that it's going to be a 3-hour paddle home, and they're somewhat less excited. Very funny. A bunch of random thoughts on this episode. One thing is, one of the endearing things about the episode is that the cheeseburger backpack itself isn't a fantastic item. It's not magical. It's not like super scientific or anything. You know, it's not gadget filled. It's just a backpack that looks like a cheeseburger. I'm sure you could actually order one online from somewhere, either Etsy or some kind of novelty website or something like that. It's just that he's such a little kid, and he's so excited about this new thing he got, and it's kind of a neat looking backpack. Actually, every time I watch the episode, when he opens it up for the first time, I get that sense of smell of opening up a backpack for the first time, from school, and that smell, that plasticky, leathery smell or something like that. It does always bring back childhood memories when you think about that smell. Of course, Mr. Queasy is hilarious, and this is one of the times where we start to kind of get. I think in the first few episodes we kind of get a feeling a little bit stronger on his relationship with the gems. I think this episode, Pearl really stands out, frankly, as the mother figure, because she is kind of always on him in this episode, either bugging him to let's get going, either protective, and very supportive too. I mean, she's all three in this one episode. So that really does stand out, her place in the series. And of course, they're all three very supportive. As usual, Garnet and Amethyst are quite funny. Maybe my favorite bit in the episode with Amethyst, it's either the egg, where she, like, obviously breaks the egg in the refrigerator, but, you know, she can't really reopen it, otherwise it will just gush everywhere. Or the moment where she carries Garnet and Pearl across that stream, which always makes me laugh. Just the awkward way they look when she picks them up. And this episode, I think, was maybe the first of a lot of great Pearl reactions. A lot of things she says and expresses in this episode is very funny. Particularly one moment where she goes, "Yes," that cracks me up. So all in all, really good episode. Actually, it's still one of my favorite episodes. It's even after 30 some episodes, it's still really high up there for me. It's very funny, and the music's really nice, and it's really lovely animated. It looks a little more. Some of the early episodes look a little more drawn than later episodes. I imagine there's a little more in the budget for the later episodes, so you see the animation is a little more sophisticated. But even with that said, the backgrounds, it's an amazing episode. And of course, there are a bunch of clues in here about the origins of the gems. I mean, Pearl says, you know, it's an oasis for gems on Earth. I know I haven't even got to the ocean gem episode, the mirror gem episode, where they talk about being aliens, but I don't know. I mean, I don't know where you are. If you hear some of that dialogue, it's like, you know, that pretty much told me they were aliens. I thought it actually wasn't a secret. So when, you know, the later episodes come and people go, "Oh my God, they're aliens!" Like, yeah, I mean, Pearl kind of pretty much said it. So yeah, I don't know. I like this episode a lot. I definitely recommend it. And I think that's it for now. Next week we're going to be talking about, I can't remember which is the 4th episode. I think it is... I can't remember which is the 4th episode. Well, whatever it is, we'll watch it and talk about it. Push the button, Lindsay.